Welcome back to another episode of FIFA History. Today we are playing FIFA 16 in 2025. I played FIFA 16 at the time on the PlayStation 4, which was the latest console at the time. But today we are returning to FIFA 16, but this time it's on the Xbox 360. We're going to see what features this game had, and we're going to see what the gameplay is like as well. Should be a lot of fun here. If you enjoy the video, please leave a like for me, and make sure you subscribe to get more FIFA History videos. Does this wallpaper bring back any memories for you? It definitely does for me. I remember Messi, I remember the blue background, and this game was made in 2015 or came out in 2015, so this is going to be the 10th year anniversary. The time has flown, it's been a long time since then. Unfortunately, the servers for FIFA 16 have been shut. They've been shut for a long time now, but it says we are sorry, but servers for this title have been shut down. Thank you very much for playing. This is the FIFA 16 menu. Does it bring back any memories? I know that the next-gen console at the time, the PS4 version, had the stadium background feature. This Xbox 360 or PS3 version does not have that feature by the looks of it, but you still have the menu layout. You had the catalog, which doesn't work anymore. There's check out kickoff, check out skill games, learn to play, and then manage a career. We've got the play tab here, which says kickoff, ultimate team, which doesn't work anymore, women's international cup. This was the first game to bring in the women's players. We have the career mode tile, we have skill games, learn to play, tournament mode, and be a pro player, be a pro goalkeeper as well. And then there's the online tab, which doesn't work at all because the servers are down. And then we have customize, which is just your standard settings and creating players and all that. Replay Fitter was something that was available on the Xbox 360 as well. You could create clips, save them to the game, and watch them at any time. Let's take a look at the soundtrack next. This is one of the best things about FIFA 16. This was one of my favorite soundtracks. This is probably one of the last times I ever listened to a FIFA soundtrack. I remember Feeling Electric, one of my favorite songs. There was a lot of different songs here that were pretty good. I remember Gold being a favorite of mine as well. There was nothing better than finishing a match in career mode and then hearing a good song in the menus. I remember Omen was a good song as well. I'm sure there's more that I liked, but I don't remember the names, but if I heard them, I would like them. But anyway, that was your FIFA 16 soundtrack. Let's move on to Learn to Play, because this is where the practice arena is hidden. So you've got the basics there where you can practice passing, shooting, dribbling and defending. These are just basically skill games. Then you've got the practice match, one-on-one practice arena, practice set piece, create a set piece, and selecting players as well. Practice match was a feature on FIFA 16 on the old gen console as well, and then we had to wait so long for them to bring it back in FC24, I think. They literally just bring back the features that they took out. And then we've got match options here, so you can do as many players on the field as you want. And then we've got defenders as well. And then there's playing as attacking team or defending team. Be a goalkeeper, yes and no. Change the camera as well. And then we start the practice match. Every year they bring features into the game, but it feels like they're just bringing stuff in from the old games that they took out. This was the good practice arena. You had the one-on-ones as well. I don't like this stadium though. I'm sick of seeing this one on the old FIFA games. It's just bland, boring. There's no seats, there's no crowd. Everyone has to sit on the grass if they came to this stadium. On the ball, Messi feels fantastic. There's no Frostbite engine here. So this is running on that old FIFA engine that was in FIFA 12 or 13, which a lot of people liked anyway. The Ignite engine was on the PS4 version, and that's not an engine on this console. If we press the start button again, we have the practice set piece, which you can do corner kicks, free kicks, throw-ins. It's always tradition to take a free kick when you enter these practice arenas. So let's see if I've still got the magic here. Beautiful. I love that old free kick system. It's so easy to score. Now let's go to one of my favorite features, create a set piece. They need to bring this into FC26. I can't believe they don't have this in the game anymore. You can record player runs here, so we can set this up here, and then we'll get this guy to run towards the back post, and we might have this guy come back here on the edge of the box, and you can actually see what you recorded being applied to the free kick scenario. So obviously this was just a quick edit. It would take a long time to set something up that actually worked, but I loved Create a Set Piece. I think they should bring that back. FIFA 16 was the first FIFA to bring in women's teams, and at the time it was just Women's International Cup. There was a few women's national teams only. And these days we have proper clubs, you know, from Europe and all that. And you would just play like a little World Cup, I guess. There was 3 different groups. It's like a tournament mode, and you have the table there. You have your calendar, fixtures. You can also play the matches, read some news. And the tournament was unlicensed. As you can see, generic graphics, and the stadium graphics do not look that good. We have to remember that this is an Xbox 360. The fans look pixelated and blurry from a distance. At least the grass looks okay. And this is what a women's match looked like in FIFA 16. We're not going to play obviously a full match, we're just going to exit it now, but that's basically what the experience was at the time. Let's move on to career mode now. We had manager career with Pellegrini and player career with Harry Kane. We're going to start with Harry Kane in a Spurs jersey, and then you have your pre-career settings. We can create a pro or use a real player, and we have Mr. Clark here, and you can change the hair, the eyes, complexion, brows, ears, nose, all that kind of stuff there. We can change some physical stats as well, but you couldn't change individual attributes. These would be determined based on the physical stats you input and also some of the position details you put into the game as well. This is your player career mode in FIFA 16 on the Xbox 360. We had our player on the right there, gives you a couple details about him. And then we have the news section where you can read some articles, take a look at some photos. And then we have the objectives section, which is where you have to sort of achieve while you play. And then we have the calendar. We have the My Pro tab with some emails. Accomplishments, this is where you can keep up with your accomplishments and basically grow your player from here. So if you want to grow your player physically, you would have to achieve these objectives. And when you do that, you can see +1 for agility. And that's the old way of basically growing your player in career mode. We had the squad report, which was also a feature. You could see the stats of all the different players in the team. Squad ranking was also there. It would tell you the best to worst player in the squad. My actions was another thing. You could request a transfer, request a loan, or retire. My career is up next. This is where you can take a look at your player history. Then you had the season stuff, tables, leagues. That's pretty much player career mode. Let's move on to manager career next. These are your pre-career settings. This was the manager customization at the time. All you could do was change the nationality, the name, the shirt and tie to a tracksuit, suit color, skin tones, and also body type. Not much you could do here. You wouldn't even see what your manager looked like anyway. This was the FIFA 16 manager career mode menus. We had the global transfer network where you could scout the players. And then we also had the calendar where you could advance. We had the news section as well where you would take a look at some articles and photos. We had another news tile there. We had the table section and scorers section. And then we move on to the squad tab where you can manage your team. We had the squad report. You could check all the player stats there. And then there was also the squad ranking. Formations and tactics were there as well. Player roles was another thing. This was a shortcut tile that would take you to the team management section. Kit numbers, injury list, and edit player was also there. National teams was also a thing here. Transfers was another tile, so you could search players, scout them, shortlist them, sell players as well. Finances was there as well. This is where you had to do the budget tweaking. There were so many different times I had to do this because I ran out of money. The office section has all your emails, your contracts, youth staff and youth academy, browse jobs, national team stuff, my career. This is where you can check your history. We also have the objectives tile, which is behind the my career tile. And when we open that up, you can see some objectives that you might need to do during career mode, but objectives back then weren't really that big of a deal. And then we have request funds, which is an old feature that has now been removed. Everyone knows how it works by now. And then we had the season section, which had your calendar and other things there. This game also had the career mode radio. This is where you could have a guy talking to you about the latest fixtures and results in career mode while you were in the menus. They don't have that feature anymore. We're going to play this match here, Barcelona versus Real Madrid. We had MSN up front, Messi, Suarez and Neymar. That's why I chose Barcelona today. Should be a lot of fun. And by the way, this was also the last FIFA game to have the Camp Nou. Ever since FIFA 16, the Nou Camp has been unlicensed. Here's a quick look at the Nou Camp and the graphics. As you can see, the fans look blurry, pixelated. There's a look at some of the players there. The Real Madrid team was so good as well back then. Martin Tyler, Alan Smith as the commentary duo. Let's see how we go on the Xbox 360. Most of my memories of FIFA 16 do come from the PS4 version, and I will take a look at that one later on this year as well. But it's nice to play the game on different platforms as well to see what the experience was like, what were the differences at the time as well. The game speed feels pretty quick so far, but it still feels pretty good. Things are responsive. I can't believe this game came out in 2015. It's been 10 years now since FIFA 16. The time is absolutely flying. Suarez, Sergio Roberto. It's got a few dodgy elements, this game. I'm not saying it's perfect. And I remember even on the PS4 version, there was some dodgy elements as well. I still think FIFA 15 played better than this. But if you're looking for a bit of nostalgia, a bit of the old school rosters, look at that. Bravo was half asleep, and they scored. Well, it all started from that long shot, which caught the keeper off guard, and then it fell straight to Benzema, who just had to volley it in. Imagine if I score this. I did score this in the practice arena. I don't think I put enough power on it. Messi with the hit. Oh, he almost tucked it into the corner. How did that stay out? Let's take a look at the replay here. How did that not go in? Wow. So we could save this clip to the replay feeder if we wanted to as well. Let me know if you have any memories of FIFA 16. Which console did you play it on? Did you play the old version or the next gen version? Let me know down below. I remember making content for FIFA 16 as well. Here's Neymar, Rakitic, bit slow on the ball, and Rakitic, I don't know what he was thinking there. How did the ref not give a red card there? He just basically sliced Modric and got a warning for it. Suarez, half asleep. Some dodgy elements, I'm telling you. You pass it to the players, they're a bit unresponsive, bit half asleep. Here we go, Busquets to Suarez. Suarez thinks it over the top. Busquets is there with the header, and there's the goal. Well done, Sergio Busquets. The Inter Miami connection working in FIFA 16. I swear Beckham was playing these old games, right? And he saw the connection between Messi, Suarez, Busquets, Jordi Alba, and he's like, man, I've got to do this in real life. And that's why he bought them all for Inter Miami. I'll tell you what though, I don't know if it's just the nostalgia that hits me, but I could play these games in 2025 and do proper career mode saves. They're still so fun. I don't know what it is. Suarez to Messi, who almost took the shot. No penalty there. It's a nice ball over the top. Here we go. James Rodriguez with the finish. Almost. Rakitic, Suarez. 1-2. Here we go. Suarez got a score here. He just can't get the shot off. And they head it straight back to us. And we fluffed the shot. As this match is going on, it's becoming more fun to play as well. Here's Suarez. Finesse shot. What a save by the keeper. There's only a few minutes left here, but it was still fun to come back to FIFA 16. The gameplay does have a few dodgy elements here and there. The graphics on the 360 at least are showing its age, but I can't wait to take a look at the PS4 version again because that game obviously is a little bit better than this one in terms of graphics and all that, and a different engine as well for the gameplay. But this was still a good experience at the time. You would have had a lot of fun if you were playing this back then as well on this console. Let me know what you think of this game, and I hope you enjoyed this episode of FIFA History. Thank you to my Vapex FC channel members, Chris, Callum, Wing, Duffy Boy and Christian. If you want your name here, make sure you sign up using the link in the description. If you did enjoy, make sure you leave a like for me, make sure you subscribe for more episodes, and hit the thumbnail in the middle to watch another FC25 video.